Hey, what's up everybody? Jason Cole here with rcgroups.com. We're at the field and I've got in my hand the Wyvern FPV Racing Wing. So with the right power system, this thing is 120 miles per hour. It is built solely for racing, but you can use it as a sport model if you want. It's a kit, so it's all EPP foam. You can paint it, you can laminate it, build it out with whatever you want, but the components that I've got in this one really make this thing a serious competition model. So originally I had a Go Brushless MicroDan 2510 2700 kV motor on it, and it was a beast. Now at the pecan patch I was flying it and it was 95-degree weather and way over 100 with the heat index, and in the pusher configuration you need a little bit more cooling than I had, so I ended up burning up the windings on that motor. So I sent that back off to Dan. He gave me some tips and he's going to repair it and send it back. So until then I've got a little 2400 or 2200 kV motor. It's a little bit less hot of a wind, but it still flies it pretty well, and we'll get the MicroDan back in when that motor is available. I am running a 66 amp Jetty speed controller. Now we do have some Pulse 4S 1800 milliamp hour 75C race spec lipos. Pulse sent me 2 pairs of these guys for this kit, and those batteries fit perfectly in the battery area. Balance is just right, and they are amazing packs. They haven't puffed on me, they haven't caused me any problems. The high C discharge rate rating really allows it to hold the voltage at full throttle when you're blasting around the turns. That's working really well. The other thing I wanted for a high-end racing wing was really good quality servos. So MKS contacted those guys and they sent me some of the DS92A pluses. Those are digital Metal Gear high quality wing servos. It's the right size and weight for this wing, and their holding power is going to handle all of the high speeds that this thing is going to throw at them. So really good stuff there. I've got a 1.3 video transmission system on this guy. You can kind of see all the electronics and everything kind of sits down under this hatch. And I did put a little buzzer just in case I land out somewhere and can't find the airplane. I can flip a switch and have it beep at me to help me locate it later. Luckily I haven't had to use that yet. One of the tricky things with some of these high-end racing wings is that they run rather small props. So this is only a 5-inch prop. It's a 5x5. And what that means is you don't have some of the low-end thrust that you might have with a very large prop in like a 3D plane. So you can't just kind of toss it and it's going to have thrust and take off. So there needs to be a little bit of a technique to the launch. So the one way to do it is if you have a helper that can launch for you, you want to grab it from the front like this. Pilot's going to go full throttle and you kind of just throw it straight up overhead, and the power is going to take it up and it's going to level off and fly. Now that's great if you have a helper. I usually don't, and I like to launch my models myself anyway. That way if I screw something up, it's my fault. So what I do, I'm a lefty. You can do it as a righty if you want, but I just grab it from the front of the nose, kind of stand sideways to it, go to full throttle with my mouth, and then I just do one of these and let go. And it's a high 70 to 80 degree angle, and it kind of goes up and planes out and then gets on step. So you really want to make sure that the plane is up to speed before you pull up and try to climb out. It's got to kind of get up on step and get the RPMs and airspeed up on the airframe. But this joker is amazingly fast. We're about to rip it up. We've got a few flags set up out here in the field, and we're going to record some HD onboard footage. Jim's going to film my launch, and we'll show you what the Wyvern is capable of.